Yeah, I got it. But he's not alone today. He's got friends. We have the Air Jordan 4 White Cement. We have the Funko Pop of Michael Jordan, right? It is the Bronze 54. So my little guy's friends here. And you know what? I feel like sometimes we are pressured to indulge in spending on these little things here. All right, shoes. And I started going down that rabbit hole and I backed all the way off. But these things here, like the shock drops that we think are going to just continue to happen during this last dance. You feel the pressure? I feel the pressure. I feel attacked. I just need to say this. I feel attacked, and that's what we're going to talk about.
I surround my soul with the positivity. That's why I don't worry about the things that I don't see. Yeah. These days I don't worry about much. I think we should have some more fun. I still dream about the days when we were young.
What's up, everybody? It's your girl TJ back with another video talks with TJ, aka TJ to Swish Change. Yep, I got it. You guys already know, okay? I want to hear about it, okay? I gotta keep my energy up. So hope you're doing good on this Friday. If you are on Instagram, then that means you've seen hashtag Jordan Friday. So we're gonna keep it Jordan themed right here. We're all immersed in the Last Dance. It's an amazing documentary. I love it. It takes me back, and I this is my only link to sports right now outside of the draft, which the Colts got an A- on our draft report. So I'm very, very happy about that. Mel Kiper, we thank you for that. And so we got to continue to do better. Mel Kiper, Adam Schefter gave us great grades. Now it means we have to execute, right? It doesn't mean anything that we are drafting to have a better defense. We also need to make sure, and better weapons for Phillip Rivers, but we need to make sure we execute. But enough with football and all my, Colts Nation fandom coming out. Let's talk about lifestyle and spending and the pressure. And I don't mean like lifestyle in terms of a certain tax bracket or income threshold. That's not specifically what I'm talking about, but in terms of what you can be into, like sneakers. I'm sure women are into cosmetics, or men, if they're makeup artists and they're into cosmetics. Listen, this here, like, I feel attacked all the time. Now I get it, basic marketing, if I look at something, it'll pop up in an ad on Instagram. I'm not on Facebook ever, but it'll pop up on an ad on Instagram. And I think, man, you think about it, and this is kind of my thought process of what happened. So I may be good, like being real good, right? Leave it to one of my friends, which they're all terrible influences. They'll be like, TJ, did you see this? And that's how they do it. I feel like they do. They whisper it because they're not loud about it. They're just like, did you see this? And I'm just like, huh. And you look, and it could not have been in the forefront of your mind at all. But the second you see it, you've already justified to yourself that you need it, right? And what I'll do is I'll add it to the list of things that I may want, but there are times where you're drawn to keep going back and keep looking at it. And if it's a shoe, I've already put together in my mind outfits. I've already put together in my mind outfits that I want to wear with the shoe. Now, listen, when it comes to shock drops, I feel like those are a little bit different, right? They catch us not off guard because we are all looking for them, especially if we have the J23 app, but just in terms of the shoe itself, we want to be part of it. We want to have it. And there's pressure there to consume, to keep up, because you want to be able to say, like, yeah, you got it, I got it. We all want to post at Gotham's, right? So to keep up with the lifestyle, to keep up with whatever the trend or the attitude may be in relation to that interest. And there's a big one for sneakers. There's a huge one. Now, again, it doesn't have to be sneakers. It can be if you are a foodie, right? People that are foodies, it has to do with the experience of the food in itself. So they'll go out and experience different cuisines and things of that nature. And I want to be someone that gets more into experiencing the different foods or restaurants or cuisines. I am someone that wants to do that. Maybe. There are certain things I just refuse to eat. I'm just going to be real with you. But I want to do that too. But just imagine how expensive that can get, right? So at the end of the day, this all takes money, this all adds up, and we don't even notice it until it catches up with us. And that's the scary part. it's not right in front of us that we're starting to head down a dangerous path, right? Think about it. For shoes that come out, you may not even be keeping track. You're just like, well, I have these planned pickups, right? We all have planned pickups. I have planned pickups for the month of May. It is the Air Jordan 5 Fire Red. It is the Air Jordan 1 Game Royal Toe. And then it is the Air Jordan 13 Flint. I have all three of those items on my list, but there is then that pressure, and when it comes to sneakers, you're like, hey, so-and-so just dropped the price on this shoe that you wanted a while back. Remember that? And it's never on like of course, the primary markets a lot of times. It's on like those secondary markets, which are still good. And when you see that deal, you're just like, I don't want to miss out. So fear of missing out comes in. You wanting to have it just like all your friends have it, and be mindful of that. It's easy to get caught up. I get caught up myself. I had to stop myself the other day. So I found a New Balance that I wanted, and it is a beautiful New Balance. I'm not about to show you. I don't need you going out, running out, trying to get the shoe that I want, but it's an amazing New Balance. I love the style. It's a little bit different. And most people don't even remember, right? Like, I got heavily into New Balance. I definitely love them. My favorite models, if you're curious, the 997, 997 Sport, 998, and 999. And then I want to venture into the 1500 as well. But I found an amazing New Balance. I really want it. Price is great. It's lower than all of the other options I could get for my size in this sneaker, this style, this silhouette, this colorway. I had to stop myself, right? Because that wasn't the move to necessarily make, but we have this joy to want to cop something, and then we're encouraged by our friends to go ahead and cop something, and I just had to stop. Okay, it's the pressure of the lifestyle. This is not rocket science. It's just human nature. It's what happens, and that's what we're always going to fight. Okay, so understand this: whether you're younger and you don't have necessarily the money or the income because your parents are still paying for everything, that's usually how it goes. You will feel this pressure on you to get things because your friends may have them, or it's advertised, or it's thrown in your face, it's on Instagram. You're gonna have to then start to use that self-control to not give in. You become an adult, it's much more difficult, and it's more difficult when you are able to do things, and then you have to just simply be willing not to do them. So that's where the issue comes in terms of spending in relation to lifestyle. So spending in relation to being a sneakerhead, a lot of us we're able to do quite a few things with our money. Then it comes down to, are you willing to not do those things because you just don't need to, right? I don't need that New Balance right now. There are other things I need to make sure that take place before I venture into possibly trying to get that. And it is what it is. If I eventually get it, awesome. If I don't, there's no love lost. I can always go back and get the shoe, even if I have to pay a little bit more. But just be mindful of the fact that there is pressure in terms of a lifestyle, whatever your passion is. All right. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. It's Friday. I hope you have a good one. All right. Whatever you're going after, good luck is all I'm going to say. Good luck. Yes, hands down, I want the Game Royal Toe 1. It's a must for me. I'm never going to probably own the Fragments. I don't want to spend the money to own the Fragments. It's a lot. You all know that. It's a lot to own the Fragments. I think one day I will go back for the Air Jordan 1, the Royal Flyknit pair. I have the bread pair. I wear them so much because they're so comfortable. That interior leather lining, it is very, very comfortable. So if you've never had that shoe, I would actually recommend you get that shoe. I know for Jack Slade, he says it all the time. That's actually a shoe, that's a go-to for him. I know Marcus from the Soulmates, he wears his pair a lot. So that's a good shoe for you to go after, especially if you don't want to pay for the price of just a Jordan 1 Royal. You know how much that's going to cost. If you don't want to pay for the what am I trying to say? A Fragment? I mean, if you got the dough, you by all means go ahead. I'm not paying for the cost of a Fragment, all right? But thank you guys so much for tuning in. As always, extra age, not your shoe size. Peace out.